The news of a federal grant pause can send ripples of concern through communities, impacting everyone from students and researchers to nonprofits and small business owners. Understanding the situation, its implications, and what you can do is crucial. Let's break it down. A federal grant pause, or sometimes referred to as a funding freeze or spending pause, means that the government has temporarily stopped or slowed down the awarding of certain federal grants. It's important to distinguish this from a complete shutdown, which is a more drastic measure. A pause can be targeted, affecting specific agencies or grant programs, or broader, impacting a larger swath of federal funding. Now, the why behind a grant pause can be multifaceted. Budgetary reasons. Congress might need to reconcile spending bills, or the administration might be looking to reduce spending. A pause can allow time to reassess budget allocations and prioritize spending. Policy changes. A new administration or shift in political priorities can lead to a review of existing grant programs. A pause allows time to evaluate effectiveness and realign funding with new goals. Administrative issues. Sometimes pauses are due to technical glitches, updates to grant management systems, or a need to revise application processes. Economic conditions. During economic downturns, governments might pause spending to manage deficits. It's crucial to determine which grants are affected. Is it all grants from a specific agency, like the National Institutes of Health or the Department of Education? Or is it specific programs within those agencies? The details are vital. Here's the impact on communities, or let me call it effects. Researchers, scientists rely on grants for vital research. A pause can delay or even halt critical studies, potentially impacting breakthroughs in medicine, technology, and other fields. Nonprofits. Many nonprofits depend on federal funding for essential services. A pause can disrupt their operations, forcing them to cut programs or reduce staff, directly affecting the communities they serve. Small businesses. Small businesses often utilize federal grants for innovation, expansion, or job training. A pause can stifle growth and hinder job creation. Students. Students rely on federal grants and scholarships for education. A pause can make college more expensive and less accessible, particularly for low-income students. Local economies. Communities that rely on federal funding for infrastructure projects, public services, or economic development can experience setbacks. Now, what you can do if you're affected by a grant pause. Have some actionable steps. Stay informed. Closely monitor official announcements from the relevant federal agencies. Subscribe to their newsletters, follow them on social media, and check their websites regularly. Contact your representatives. Reach out to your senators and representatives to express your concerns and advocate for continued funding for vital programs. Explore alternative funding. Investigate other funding sources such as private foundations, corporate grants, or state and local programs. Prepare for future applications. If the pause is temporary, use the time to strengthen your future grant applications. Review past applications, seek feedback, and refine your proposals. Network and collaborate. Connect with others in your field to share information, resources, and strategies for navigating the pause. Advocate for long-term solutions. Engage in discussions about sustainable funding models for essential programs to mitigate the impact of future pauses. In conclusion, a federal grant pause is a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. By staying informed, taking proactive steps, and engaging in advocacy, individuals and organizations can navigate these challenges and work towards a more secure and predictable funding environment for the future. Remember, knowledge is power, and collective action can make a difference.